Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 23 of the Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord, and hang out. Let's go look at today's poem, Stream of Characters. Okay, so it's a class we have to implement, we have to stream checker. Okay. And then through the last K characters code, spell one of the words in the given list. Okay, what does this mean? What's K? I'm just reading real quick right now. Return true if for some K. Okay, for any K. So A is false, B is false, C is false, D because CD is in the list. Okay. E and well, F is in the list. Okay. G H I J K L. So, okay. In order from oldest to. Okay, so I mean, it feels like a try problem. Maybe like a reverse try problem where every new character you then now just go for reverse as far as you can. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right? Because now instead of looking for CD, we look for DC because we get it in that way. And you could push that. No, you could actually you could just put that on a stack or just a list or something and go backwards, right? So I think that's how I'm going to implement it. Yeah, I think that's the only observation you have to make. I could be wrong. We'll play around with that. Yeah. So for these poems, I mentioned try, so I always actually create a try class just for practice. Actually, even on interviews, I've done this. And the good thing about actually doing this on an interview is that you don't actually have to you have to communicate with your interviewer, but you don't actually have to implement everything in try and nodes and stuff like that because usually people understand what a try abstract data type consists of, and then you just be like, okay, and then you could maybe hand wave over that a little bit. But that said, yeah, let's implement this class. And when you see me do this, I like to point out that I try to think about everything from memory or from core principles and implement them from scratch because, well, that's how you're going to do it in an interview, right? And it's okay if you're unable to do it, without much practice, but try to understand the concept and then, the code. So for me, that's why when you look at different videos that I do, I will have different code for try because for me, it's a new. I implement it every time, so it's gonna be some like changes depending on the problem, and also just like depending on how I feel like that day. So yeah, so root is equal to just say node, yeah, and then I want to have something called yeah, and then self top edges is equal to let's just go to hash table then, right? And I usually do something like self dot n, but you can also do it in a couple of ways. Sometimes I like to do it where the character star sign or something like that which is common in string algorithms, which is why I do it. So actually, maybe yeah, let me do this then, just to kind of keep it consistent. But yeah, has edge, self edge. Return self dot edges, so oops, edge in self dot edges, get edge, and then is an end of word in this case, return in self dot edges. So yeah, okay. So that's my node class. Now I'm gonna do my try class. Call it tree sometimes. Which is now we add word. So node is equal to self dot root. For character in word, node is equal to node dot get edge. Oh, I forgot to do add edge. Oops. So dot edges dot edge is equal to a new node. if node dot has edge of C, or if this is not the case, node dot add edge of C, and then we just go on, and then at the very end we do node dot add edge of let's just do if yeah, with not has edge of edge, right? Okay. And then now we can do a search. And in this case, what do we want, right? Well, it won't be a word, it would be a string of characters, right? So let's just do stream, let's call it a stream, and then we can do for each word. Yeah, and then we could just go through it together. So yeah, and this may seem expensive to be linear, but actually because it generates an iterator, it only goes as far as it is needed. So just to be clear, self-type root, if node dot has edge of C, okay, let's do it. If node dot, well, okay. If not node dot has edge of C, we turn false. That means we just don't have the edge. If, well, let's start first. If node dot has edge of the end character, then you would probably put in a constant. Then we turn true. If node doesn't have this edge, I guess technically yes. Okay. Maybe this should be afterwards. Try to think about the invariants, but I think that's okay. And then if node, that means that node has the edge, so then node is equal to node.getEdge. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. And then we go through the entire stream and don't see one, then it's return false. So query, oh, well, we didn't actually set it up. So now that we have the API ready, we can just do for word and words. What's it called? Add word. Self.try.add word. And then query is just self.try.search of oh, I didn't do this. So okay, so we have to return this, but we do, oops. Oh, and also I muck up a few things, so I'll fix it for a second. We actually want this to be like we said, we want to reverse it, and then here we want to push this to just for convenience sake, I'm going to use a deck, so that I could insert in the front and then pass it on easier. Yeah. Append, is it append left? Letter, something like that. Let's kind of give it a go. Maybe there's some typos here, so I'd like to kind of run it before, see what it complains about in terms of, you know, stuff like that. Okay, one time error has edge. Oh, oh, this is self.edge. See? I mean, that's a lot of things to type without practice, so, or without like running, so they're bound to be typos, so you just have to be ready for it. Oh, yeah, of course. Why does that C? And of course, in an IDE, they would tell you, or at the same time. But I, at least for the purpose of the stream, and also of course for interviews, you don't get it. I like to do it with everything. But how am I missing this? Missed in a few places. At least I'm consistent. I just didn't realize that I was consistent. But okay. Oh yeah, I didn't stop that stream. And note that because we can return true at any time, we could just pass the entire stream. Okay, so is this right? There's no difference. So usually I would also advocate just keep testing and adding, you know, default cases, but I'm just going to submit because I'm a little bit lazy today on the stream, and then see how it goes. Okay, cool. Yeah, so pretty straightforward. I know that you can probably do this without all this abstraction, but I like to do it this way just so that you can, if you do or when you do run into issues, debugging will be a lot easier. And also on an interview, this is just good abstraction. And then once you get the try set up, this is like 5 lines of code. Yeah. So what is the running time? So building a try for each character in each word will just take constant time. So it's going to be linear in this number of total characters in the number of words, which is standard for a try. And same for space, right? Because at worst you have 1 character for each character that you're given an input. For the query, technically it is linear. Or sorry, technically it is linear in the size of the queries, but like in theory it could be 40,000 squared, because for each query it's linear, but I guess there's just early termination as a result. But yeah, that's all I have for this problem. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.